Hello and welcome back to Ohio Richlands. It's now October 1st and there's a few contracts in. Cultivating on field 2, there is a harvesting contract on 32. Soybeans. That might be worth doing. It's got the in-game trailer and tractor unit, so I think we're maybe just going to borrow the items for that one. What's field 1? Cotton. We'll maybe do that later on. There's fertilising on field 29 as well. We'll be definitely doing that. Field 1's there. Still field 25 with cotton as well, but it's not showing up. We'll definitely do the fertilising and cultivating contracts, so we'll accept both of them. This one we're going to borrow the items because it does have the in-game trailer and tractor unit, so I'm going to see if it still has that wiggling about issue. If it doesn't, then it's something to do with the truck I've got, which I'm hoping it isn't, but we'll find out later on. Right, I'll go and run down to the shop and we'll pick up our equipment and head out to the field. Well, I'll just make a cut down the bottom here and then start heading up the far end of the field. I'll hire a worker, and when we need to run back down to the shop to grab the truck and trailer and come back up, hopefully before he's full. So we'll get on and do that. Well, that'll do for that. I'll go down to the sell point with this, which is just at the end of the field here. Very handy. I'll let the worker get on with that little section there. The truck seemed okay on the way up when we brought it up from the shop before coming into the field for the first time with this truck. It seemed okay, it didn't wiggle about on the road, so that's making me think I need to get a new truck. But the trailer I would have had would have been fine. But what I think I'll do is I'll rent, when we come to next year, we're going to rent maybe the Volvo Bullnose and a normal in-game trailer and see if it works. We're still debating about this kind of belly dump trailers because the auger doesn't fit under it for taking the grain out at our yard. We are still thinking about a grain silo system, but that's a long time away yet, because it's about I think it's about 120,000 for that, for the smallest one anyway. And we've still got cows to get. We'd like to get another, at least one field, so we can have different crops growing at different times. But you know, another 2 fields would be great. I think we're going to stick with our yard we've got just now, because it's kind of an ideal size for us starting out. We can expand if we need to. We were looking at getting the field, I think it's 15 beside us or 17 behind it, one of them fields, and we can expand our yard into there very slightly and kind of use the field area for grass or any kind of grain crops. But that's 34% already transported for that field. We should get this one done quite quickly, and then we'll get moved on to some other contracts. So let's get back to it. Well, that's us just finishing this contract up just now. I'm not going to worry about that little bit at the edge of the field there. I don't think it's going to make much difference. The contract should complete itself with the grain we've already got. It is meant to rain soon as well, and there is a few contracts to get done. So it's going to be quite hard to get them all done before the rain starts. I think it's a couple hours time it's meant to start. We'll check once we get unloading into this trailer. There we go, we'll have a quick look. So the rain is due at 5 o'clock. So I'm going to say about 4:30, 4:45 it should start. But we've still got the cotton contract on field 1. Fields 7, 27 and 30 all have soybean contracts, which is good. But I think we're going to rent a header for it, just to get through it quicker. I've already leased it from this contract to see that the trailer's not doing the wobbling thing, so we've kind of established that. But let's head over to the sell point with this. Well, that's us coming in with the final load for that field. We should be left with some, but I'm not sure how much we're going to be left with. It's taking ages to tip as well. There we go. Move forward on the second hopper. Just watching the money. There we go. So we're left with 8,811 litres. We'll quickly check. Soybeans. There's only about $20 between it. It's not going to make much difference to the contract then. Yeah, I think we'll just tip the rest of it here. It's going to be like 100, just over $100 maybe. Not worth it. Well, there we go. $5,265 extra for the contract, and $17,767 for the contract itself. We'll just have a quick look through these. I'm pretty sure we'll have to do the fertilising and cultivating, but I'll maybe leave that till later. We'll do a harvesting field just now. I'm just debating which one to go for. I think 7, 27 and 30. I'm pretty sure they're all in a line, aren't they? Yeah, 27, 30 is there, 7's just above it, yeah. Yep, it's there. Doesn't matter, maybe start with field 30. Anyway, this stuff's gone because we've completed the contract and it was leased, so I'll have a wander back down to our yard to get the combine and we'll see which contract we're going to pick. So we'll see you there. We're just pulling out the shed with the combine now to get ready for that harvesting contract. And it needs fuel. They did take off $3,150 and we got 4,500 litres of fuel. If I can reach opening it, there we go. How much is it? 4747. So there must have been 247 litres left. Still got that throttle issue. Really not sure what's happening there with the pedals. But while that's filling up, the fertiliser spreader's out ready. I think I'm going to set a worker off on that. And the 7R should be in here. Our trailer must be outside as well. But I'll use this to go and take the header across so we can get the combine started with a worker first. And then we'll come back and grab the trailer. Well, in saying that, it's not far from the shop, so we'd be as well take the trailer now with us. Spin around here, it should be around the back of the shed somewhere. Our grass, I think, is ready to cut actually. Let me just double check that, because if it is, that means we get the silage pit and stuff sorted today. It is. So that is at the final stage of harvest. Where is our trailer? I'm sure it's down here. Oh, it's in the shed, that's why. Cleaned everything up over the last couple of days and got it all put away. But yeah, so once we get the harvesting contract sorted out, I think we're going to come back and get that grass field sorted. I don't know if the other one's ready yet. Oh, this is going to be fun to get out of here, isn't it? Yeah, we're clear. So I'll quickly check. Where are we? Field 13. Oh, it is as well. They're both ready to harvest. So we'll do this one here first and get the silage pit sorted out. And then I think tomorrow we'll get the field down on field 13. We'll get that harvested as well. Because someone tells me if I get this harvested later on today, we're going to need a bit of time for the concrete to set for the new pit. But we'll take this down to the shop, grab the header and nip over to the field and get the combine over there too. So we'll see you there. While we're here, we'd be as well just see how much it would cost to repair it. Because we have almost 120,000. 13,000. Yeah, it'd be as well. It's just under halfway, so why not? Usually we wouldn't have the money, we'd be struggling, we'd be waiting for a contract to come in before we would repair stuff, but we've been saving up for a little while now to get a few things from here. We're still looking at the little shed. It's to store machinery and bags of seed, some bales as well, so that we can make the main shed for machinery, what it's meant to be. But just now it's kind of used as a store for everything and anything really. We've still got the silage pit to get. We're still looking to get in the cow pen. Getting them all at once is going to be pretty difficult. So I think we're going to have to leave the shed just now. Aim for the cow pen and silage pit. If we don't get the big silage pit, field 13 is basically a waste of money right now. Because we've seeded it with grass and we've got nothing to do with it. So we'll crack on just now, get down to this field. The tractor is there with a header. And the trailer's down there as well. So we'll see you in the field. in a bit of a predicament just now. There's a lot of contracts popped up, various ones between harvesting and cultivating and fertilizing. I'll just have a quick check. I've got the worker, he is now down there. I'm trying to get him across to field 29, but for some reason it's saying it's blocked. Oh no, he's moving now. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he was starting in our field, or our yard. But there's cultivating contracts, there's another fertilizing one, so he's going down to 29 to do the fertilizing contract. And I'm away to hook up. Once I've left here, we should be good to go now, I'm going to go down and get the 9470 hooked up to the cultivator and send him out to field 2 to do that job. Because I think I need all the help I can get today to get these all cleared out. The likelihood of them being here still tomorrow, obviously still being October, but the second day of the month, not very likely, so I'm going to try and get them all out and done now. So we're going to head down to our yard quickly. I don't know if the combine's even full yet. He hasn't shouted, or I haven't seen it yet anyway. I'm trying to plan out what to do and when to do it. Not really looking at when the combine's full, but by the time we get over there he'll be stopped in the field. I'm just trying to get that harvesting contract done and out the road and finished before the rain comes on, because it should only last, we'll just have a quick check. How long is the rain due for? It's due at 5 and 6, so it should start, oh there's combine's full now. I'm guessing the rain's going to start in the next hour, because it usually says 5 but it starts beforehand, so I'm guessing the rain's going to be here in an hour and it stops again, but then we can't harvest straight away. I'll just ditch the tractor here. It doesn't, you can't harvest straight away after it's rained because obviously everything is soaking wet. And we've still got our grass field to do as well, and all the other contracts. So this is going to be a really busy day. But I'm going to get him hooked up. I'll just make sure it is tillage we're doing, cultivating field 2, yep. In case we hook the plough up by accident. So I'll get it hooked up, I'll get him on his way over, and we'll see you back over at the combine. I was just pulling out there and I noticed it's very low in the condition as well, so as much as we need the money just now, we have to repair it. So there's another 25,000, that's only 474, so we'll just repair that as well. That's us good to go with that, so I'll get him lined up at the end of the road, send a worker on his way with him, and let's crack on with the harvest. Just quickly dumped the trailer by the combine there. For some reason he went right across this field and through that trees, even though he couldn't get his bearings from our yard down to this field on the normal roads. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to set a worker off on this field and I need to nip back over to the combine because I am going to be right in the way. So we'll see you over there. Well, it's kind of well timed. Just as we finished emptying the combine, I dumped the trailer because it said the worker has finished his task, thinking it was the fertilizer, but it wasn't. This guy was just right where I put him as destination, so I've just jumped in here now. I can keep an eye on our field because it's just there, and I can run across to the tractor when needed. But he should get down, and I don't know if he's going to come back up correctly because that's the last strip he needs to do before he needs to go on to that 2 side bits just at the top of the screen there. So I'll keep an eye on him and see if it does say it's completed. If it is, we'll go down, empty the trailer and start him off in the other bit, then come back up here and try and finish this contract. The fertilising shouldn't take that long because it's a 42 metre spread, so it shouldn't be too long in that field. The money is dropping quite quickly. I didn't expect to have to repair this thing for $25,000, but it's done now. We're ready to go for all the contracts because I think there's still one cultivating contract to do. We've still got several harvesting contracts. The rain is due within about, I would say, half an hour, 40 minutes, half an hour. So I think we're only going to get the one harvesting contract done, but then we can push out some of the fertilising contracts and the cultivating ones while we're waiting, because it's going to take a couple hours till the rain passes, and then another, I would say, at least an hour, possibly 2, until we can get back into the fields, depending on the weather. As long as we get a good strong breeze through and it stays warm, we should be okay for about an hour, 2 hours worth, and we can get back into the field. But let's crack on here anyway, until the combine's full, or decides he's going to stop until he figures out there's still more. So let's keep going. Well, it looks like he's cutting into that new bit just himself, so I think we'll be alright to carry on up here, as long as he's not getting full, which I'm assuming he will be quite soon. I think before we finish this little strip, I think we'll run down to that tractor and just empty him now, as opposed to waiting any longer, so let's go and do that. Quite surprised actually he's managed to carry on. Pretty good. Oh, no, he has left a strip, has he? No, it looked like he did. Oh, that's pretty good then. Well, we won't get him here, we'll turn him, we'll get him at the top because the spout's on the other side, so we have to get him heading south. While we're waiting though, we can go and complete the fertilising contract to allow us to take on something else. Nope, he's not quite finished field 29. What's he missed? Why is he went... What's he done here? I think if we just do a strip up here, that should be enough to complete the contract. Yeah, we'll do that in just a second then. I don't know why he went into the other field. He didn't need to. But we'll get this guy tipped first. Get him back working. And we'll go and sort out that fertilising field, complete the contract. And we could take on... I was going to look to see what else we can take on. Another cultivating contract. 32. Where's 19 and 32? Where are we? 2. So 19 and 32. 19's up here and 32's that big one there. We could nip up this side road here and go up to 19 I think first. So we'll take on contract 19 once we've done that fertilising contract, and we'll just leave that tractor down there. We'll run back up, finish off the contract on field 2 for the tillage, and then get the guy to go up to field 19. So let's crack on with that. The rain should be any minute. I'm hoping it can hold off till we finish this field, but someone tells me that's not going to happen, but we'll find out soon. Well, the rain really can't be far away yet, about 15 minutes, but I would have thought it'd been on by now. We have a little bit of an issue though. The worker did stop here, which is kind of annoying. That means we've lost a little bit of time. Not too much, but I think he stopped working about just on that little road after the sell point, before we got back over the main road at the crossroads. So we've lost a little bit of time. I mean, he could have finished this bit by that time, but we'll just finish this strip off, put him up in the next strip, get the worker back on, and we'll empty him, then go up and try and finish that tillage contract. Or we'll maybe, in fact, we can maybe run over there first. We'll get this done though, because as soon as that rain comes on, I think we have to stop harvesting. I don't know if you can keep going. I can't remember now. I'm sure the cotton harvest it stopped you doing it, or it let you keep doing it, but it did flash up saying you'll lose yield, which we don't really want to do. So we're going to crack on here until the rain comes on. Hopefully it stays off for a little bit longer though. I think we'll worry about that piece later on. Oh no. It has literally just skipped to rain. Well, hopefully I can get at least one strip done, so we can at least have a full load, combine load anyway. I wonder if it's going to tell us again not to do this when it's raining. It's just started, so it should be quite light just now. We might get away with it. Although it is going to mess us up doing tillage, because that's going to be quite a dirty job. It's not said anything yet, so we're getting away with it just now. So close to finishing though. We've just got this little bit here. But there's a lot of harvesting contracts, so it might be a case of part the combine up and just wait it out. If I can get this combine full, I can at least close it up. Empty it first, then get it closed up, and then take that load straight to the sell point so it doesn't get wet in the trailer. And then we'll crack on with some tillage work or fertilising. That's good enough, 98% full. Tell you what we could maybe do actually is just park it under this tree or trees. We might get a little bit of shelter there from the rain. That way we don't have to mess about emptying the combine. Yeah, that would work. Yeah, we're just going to ditch it there for now. Yeah, that should be fine. Right, we're going to run down to the fertiliser now, finish that field, and then get back up to doing some tillage. Well, this is my stop here. So hopefully this works. Hey, where are we? There. And we select him. A destination, field 17, wasn't it? And you enter through here. Hopefully this works. Where is he? Perfect. Right. Let's get down here and crack on doing the tillage before it gets really soaking. Well, that's the worker at the field, so let's try and see if this works. We'll create a job. Field work. And we'll just set it here. Start. It is working. Oh well. Let's hope they do it right. Because I set a worker off on the last field. And this is the in-game worker menu we're using this time, so we'll see if it's any different. Hopefully it works. We don't have much seeds left, I know that, but he is right next to our yard if he runs out, so we can just nip across with, you know, one bag with a telehandler and get him topped up. But he'll be nowhere near finished, and I'll be done here heading to the next one, which I need to actually find out what we're doing next. Field 19 or 32. Oh, we said 19, didn't we? Well, our field's done anyway. That's it, just done now. But we'll finish the last strip since we can do it in a oneer. And then we will head up to field 19. Hopefully by that time the fertilising job is pretty much complete. So close to doing that in a oneer. We'll come back and get that little bit, I think. Then we'll complete that contract. Head up to field 19. The rain is still going. I think it's going to be a couple hours till this is finished. So you're looking at about possibly about 8:30, maybe until we can get going, or even 9 o'clock with the combine again. So the combine just now is dead in the water really. Although we're not getting charged for the header, which is a good thing because it's not being used. Just as long as we can get it finished today, we're not charged for another day. There is no way he's completed already. Fold that up, ready. Right, finish that one, we can take on field 19. Fertilising, 14%. So where... He's in the bushes. What has he done? Really? That's just... That's what he's done. Hi, okay. Well, I'll go up to 19 with this tractor. At least we'll get him ready on a field. Because we can take this little shortcut up in here. And we'll get him going on the worker. It's a pretty straight field, so he can't really mess it up. And saying that, I didn't think the fertilizer could mess up that straight field, but clearly I was wrong. But we'll get this guy set off and we'll head down and we'll check out the fertilizer, and we'll probably just do the field ourselves, then top it up ready just in case more comes through. And hopefully this rain disappears pretty soon so we can get on with harvesting. Well, I can see lights. It says that it completed the contract, but someone tells me it didn't. Well, he's in the trees. Well, I think we're going to have to take over. Yeah, he's not even done much of the field. Well, I think we're going to have to finish here, take over from him, and then go down and complete the other contract as well. So let's get going with this one. Well, that's us finally finished up on that field. A quick check of the weather because it should be going off soon. I'm hoping soon. Oh, it should kind of die off. It's dying off now actually. It's went to a cloud. So that's the rain off. So I'm imagining about 2 hours time we can get back to harvesting. But we'll double check that when we come to it. So $8,279 for that cultivating contract. The rest is all harvesting. We were doing soybeans, that's cotton that's coming through. Did we lose the other one? No, field 30 and 7 wasn't it? Yeah, 27. So finish 27 up to field 7 and down to 30. Right, we'll go and do this cultivating contract on 32 now and get that out of the way while it's still raining. Well, that's this contract complete. So we'll go in and collect our money. $17,767. We're still not sure about the harvesting contracts, but that's all the ones we have left. And we're going to head over there just now and see if we can make a start again. It has been a few hours since the rain stopped, so it should be able to go. So we'll see you over there. Well, the combine is right where we left it, under the trees. Let's just hope that it's still dry. Well, it doesn't show, I can't remember exactly how much we had, but I know it was 98%, so I don't think we've actually lost any. What I do need to do first, before I hire a worker to complete this, I need to go and grab, in fact, we'll just fill it up to 100%. It's not going to take much. It's about 14,100, yes, there we go, right, that's it full. Right, I'll go and run down and we'll grab the tractor, come back up and get it filled up. I just thought we don't even need to hire a worker because it's only harvesting contracts left. And we do only have one harvester. So we'll get this filled up and then we'll carry on and do this little piece ourselves. We'll maybe jump into, it's field 7, isn't it? And then the 130 right at the bottom of this field. So I think if we can finish, we'll finish off at this side of the field anyway. So we will go and get field 7 done after this. Well, that's us here, so we'll see how much we get for this contract. Still that throttle issue, not sure what's happening there. It is a new cable, so I don't know why it's still doing it. Well, that's a contract finished. And an extra $4,693. Plus the $13,864 for that contract. So we'll collect that. Now we're going to do field 7, which is just above us. We'll also accept field 30, which is down the bottom. That leaves us with a all cotton contract. So if they're still there tomorrow, we'll go and do them because we need to lease from them individually because we have no cotton equipment. Right, let's go and get the other two done, hopefully before midnight, but possibly not because it is 5 minutes to 10. but we'll see you over there. Well, we've already started a worker on the field, so I'm hoping he's managed. I can see 2 strips there already, so that does look promising. He's cut into the field and then headed towards this side, and then turned and headed back up. He's going to turn through the crops. Yeah, that's about right for a worker. Well, he should fill up fairly quickly because soybeans is pretty good yielding, or the last field was anyway. So wait till he fills up, then we'll get a load from him. We'll maybe take over for a little bit, and then he can jump back in again when I need to go and tip the first load. But I think it's all going to the same place. Yep, Butler's. So we'll jump in at the combine after this first load. In fact, I could maybe take over from him just now and maybe tidy up. What's he? He's only missed a little bit. We'll let him do the first load, then I'll maybe just do a headland pass round and then let him jump back on again. That should give him time to fill up while I go and tip the first load. Well, here we are at the sell point. We'll see what we get for this. That's 80% completed, so it can't be far away. %, so there'll be some left in the combine. So there wasn't going to be much left over from that field. I'll just check, it is completely done. Yep, it is harvested. Mind you, we have a big chunk from down here and across the top and down here, and I think there was maybe a bit here as well. So yeah, it maybe is about right then. Yep, right, we'll head down to field 30, I think it is now, and unload the first load out of the combine. It is almost full. And then we will do a headland pass. Hopefully we get right round to fill the trailer again, and then we'll set a worker off while we go. That's to say 95% complete. Oh, that's just overall, that's not for harvest income. The harvest amount for the grains. Right, we'll head down to field 30 and we'll see you down there. Well, that's us finished the soybean harvest and the last load coming into the sell point. 10,706 litres. Don't think it'll take much. Oh, there we go. That's the contract finished. $4,104 of extra income. Just quickly complete the contract. Field 7, $6,808. Field 30, $4,604. Still a few contracts for cotton, but I think we'll leave them for tomorrow. The fertiliser one will leave as well. In fact, I say tomorrow, it is tomorrow already. But just now we're going to head down to the yard and get some rest. So we'll see you down there. Well, we're just away to go into bed just now, but the grass is perfect and is ready to go for tomorrow morning. Other fields still needs a bit of time to go, but for now we have the mower already onto the 7R for the morning, so we get a head start. But this has been a long enough episode, so we're going to end it there, and we'll see you again in the next one very soon. Thank you very much for watching.